what happened before and after SmackDown, the things that you didn't see.
Okay.
When we first got there, we were late.
We were late. We were like 15 minutes late. We missed the first 15 minutes of NXT, which was like, you know, boo-hoo, cry, cry. We came in, and there was a dude in our seat. And we
were like, hey, this is our seat.
And he was like, what?
This is my seat.
But then he was like, okay. And he's actually really cool. Like, we talked to him the whole time.
Yeah, he was pretty cool.
He was pretty cool. He was just in our seat.
Yeah, and there's actually a picture, like, if you watch NXT, after the AJ match, which, man, I can't believe I missed the AJ match, because AJ's... But we missed that, and right as, like, she wins or whatever, you can see me, and I'm like, dude, get out of my seat.
Yeah, that's right. You got that expression on your face. You're like,
and,
really, dude?
Yeah, so after that, after NXT is over, then we get Superstars, and what was it, Ezekiel Jackson? And Heath
Slater.
Yeah, and that was actually a really good match. I was surprised.
Yeah, it was just...
That was on Superstars.
I didn't know that they recorded, like, part of Superstars on Raw and part of Superstars on SmackDown. I thought that was weird.
Yeah, they only had one match. That was kind of bizarre.
It was real odd.
It's like, why would they record all of NXT and then one match to Superstars? It seems like it would be one on one and one on the other.
It was weird.
But anyways, after that, we get Totally Awesomeness, because all the SmackDown signs start coming on, but it's apparently not actually SmackDown, because DX comes out, D-Generation X, to get Shawn Michaels out there.
Which this has been my dream, to see Shawn Michaels.
But anyway, Shawn Michaels comes out, and I'm like, yeah! And everybody's doing the thing. They have these special DX shirts that say Dallas... one night only, I think. It was October 11th, 2011.
Shawn Michaels!
Yeah, okay, now you're finally back. It took a really long time.
I couldn't find him.
Now, Shawn
Michaels! And it was my dream to see Shawn Michaels, and I thought I'd never ever get to see him live, because he retired, but then I got to see him, so it was really exciting. Yay!
And he looked at us, you know, and we were all doing this. They were selling their $10 little glow stick thingies.
Which we didn't buy, because I'm sorry, I just can't pay $10 for 50-cent glow sticks.
But that was really cool. Now, the thing about it, everybody's been asking me, because they're like, oh, we saw the video, but we heard about all the rumors, and the rumors said that this was a very non-PG thing.
It wasn't. No, I mean, it wasn't non-PG. It was PG.
Yeah, it was PG. Because the only thing they really said was ass.
And they say that on the regular PG show. But I want to talk about the hat. Because this is at the very beginning, you know, Shawn Michaels came out and he's like throwing glow sticks, and Triple H is throwing glow sticks, and then throwing armbands, and they were going like way above us, because apparently they have really good like arms. Anyways, and they're going like way above us, and I was like, oh man, we're not going to catch anything. And then Shawn Michaels like threw his hat, and he threw it really, 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 really hard.
It was like slow motion.
And I saw it spinning above my head, and it was right above my head, and I put my arms up, and I was like, I'm going to catch Shawn Michaels' hat. That's what I thought in my head. And all of a sudden, it's like the whole world sped up at once, and it was like, kapow! And I was squished between like 5 guys, and I had beer all over me.
Yeah.
And the hat was gone.
The guy next to you got it.
And it was a sad day. But I looked over, and the dude right next to us got it. So I was like, hey man, can I at least take a picture wearing the hat? And he's like, sure. So I got a picture wearing Shawn Michaels' hat. Cha-ching!
That was awesome. Now, let's get back to what actually happened with the DX thing.
And so then they came out, and then, you know, Shawn Michaels was making fun of Triple H for being in a suit, and he's saying the reason you got fired is because guys like us don't belong in a suit, and Triple H is like, you know what, man, you're right. And then he's like, he starts taking off his tie.
All slowly,
and he's doing this little striptease dance, which, by the way, there's a picture on our Facebook where he's, like, in the middle of, like, doing the striptease dance. And all the girls are like, take it off, which I was totally among them. But anyways, so then, you know, he does his little striptease dance, and he goes, kabam! And there's a DX shirt underneath the other shirt, which was awesome. But then he couldn't get his top shirt off because he's so built. And so he was, like, stuck like this.
Well, that was all on what was released on WWE.com.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
But this is what didn't happen.
I'm sorry.
All that was on there, except it was edited, because it took him a lot longer to take his shirt off. I mean, what the... I don't
know how they edited it so good, because they made the whole segment like 8 minutes long.
It's not that difficult.
Well, it was like 8 minutes long.
You don't edit stuff, I do, I know.
Anyways, it was 8 minutes long on the WWE site, and in real life it took like 45 minutes.
Yeah, it was long. Because
and then... Go ahead.
We get to a point where they're doing the DX thing, You know, they're promoting and everything, and they're just screwing around, just completely wasting time on purpose.
Oh yeah, and so then Triple H is like, I just know that Vince is behind this curtain, like freaking out, you know.
Yeah.
So then they're doing it, and they're like messing around, and all of a sudden, like the voice of Vince comes down from the heavens, and he's like, "Hey, hurry up!" And then Triple H says, "It's father time."
Yeah, and that was PG.
That was funny.
Yeah, and then like they just kept screwing around, and then they were posing forever, and then finally Vince like comes out and he's like, "Hurry it up, damn it," or something like that.
Yeah, and he like did his walkout and everything, and he's like, "Hurry up, boys!"
So he starts making them hurry up, and then they go to start leaving. Vince is having his little head poking out from the.
Oh yeah, it was really funny because Shawn Michaels was like walking in slow motion, and then Vince would peep around the corner like a dad. You know, it was really funny.
So I mean.
And I really enjoyed the entire segment.
Oh yeah, it was great.
I mean, not only because it was DX and because they teased WrestleMania in Dallas and because of this and that, but because, like, you know, Shawn Michaels, Triple H are best friends, and then they're both really good friends with Vince, and you could just tell that these three guys were like the best pals, and they were just having fun.
Side note, we were at the American Airlines Center, and they will not have WrestleMania at the American Airlines Center because
it's tiny.
I mean, it's big.
It looks big, but it's kind of tiny.
I mean, it's big. It's not like it's not small. But anyways.
Okay,
what is really big?
It looks a lot smaller than it does on TV.
Yeah, that's true. All right, what they're talking about is the arena that was built in 2009, the Dallas Cowboys arena. The thing is over 111,000 people capacity.
It's insane.
They got like the biggest Titantron thing already there. It's really big. It looks really nice, and it would be totally crazy for it to be there. And I mean, it would be great. They would sell it out. It would be awesome, and we would go. Now, what else happened?
Okay, well, they left. You know, DX left. And
we did the NXT.
Yeah, we did Superstars. We did the DX segment.
All right, so it's what happened after the show.
Well, okay. Well, first I want to give a brief blip for during the show. I caught John Morrison's shirt, and it's right there. But you can see our SmackDown review for more details on that.
So what happened after the show? It was Alberto Del Rio.
Oh yeah, you can talk about this.
It was Alberto Del Rio and John Cena.
Which we put our sign up a bunch in this because we thought it was going to be on TV, but we were wrong.
Yeah, we didn't think about how they was going to have another thing. Plus, this show should have went off like 45 minutes or an hour before it did.
Yeah, because
it was
long.
so late when they went off when we could leave.
It was like 11 o'clock.
Yeah, it was insane, and it should have went off at 10. Yeah, or 10, 20. People in front of us, like with kids, were like leaving.
Yeah, there was this one people in front of us. They had the most uncoolest mom ever, I think, because she like takes them to SmackDown, and then she's like, "We're gonna leave an hour early to beat traffic." An hour? I was like, man,
I can't believe those kids weren't like screaming.
I know. I was like, man, it sucks to be a kid sometimes.
The whole time during Cena coming out, everybody was doing the Cena sucks, let's go Cena thing. The kid in front of, or kind of like right here, was like really cool because he was doing the Cena rules thing, but like he was okay with us, like because all the guys around us, all
we're
like completely started right in his face.
And
we were like, Cena sucks.
Let's go Cena!
Well, he didn't care. He was a brave Cenation little boy, whatever you call him.
He thought it was funny. Like, he would laugh, and he would, like, start fights, too, and we were having a really good time.
Yeah, and he was, like, screaming at us, but we were like, no, Cena sucks!
And he's like, no!
Yeah, it was really funny. So that's pretty much, that's all that happened, backstage kind of thing. A lot of people thought I was Edge when he was walking down the rafters, coming down to our seat. That was cool. They were like, but then they were like, oh, it's not them. It's not Edge and Lita.
Yeah. But, okay, so then, like, after all the wrestlers were over and everybody was gone, then the ring crew starts coming out, and they were, like, working overtime.
Yeah. They were like, we gotta get out of here.
When we went to Raw, they kind of waited till everybody
they didn't even start taking it down when we left.
We got to take a picture with the ring and everything, but no, they were, like, busting it down immediately. I think they were really behind
Charles Robinson was like, hurry up!
Yeah, and so I discovered that apparently Charles Robinson has ring taking down duty, and he was, like, in charge, because he's like, you go here, you go here, you go here, you go here, and he's directing, like, 10 people, but he was really close to me, and I was like, he's my favorite ref. It's like, I love Charles Robinson. I was like, I gotta try. So I was like, hey, Mr. Robinson! And he was like, somebody's hollering for me? What? And I was like, hey. I was like, will you take a picture with me? And he's like, okay, but just one because I'm really busy. And I was like, yeah! So I got a picture with Charles Robinson and I got to meet him. And I told him we had this awesome picture, and I told him he was my favorite ref, and he said thank you, and I said thank you because I know you're busy, and then he ran back off to start directing traffic again.
So cool. We got an awesome picture to keep forever of Charles Robinson. Now all I got to do is find Mike Chioda, my favorite ref. But it was awesome. We got to see Shawn Michaels. We got to wear his hat.
We got to see Shawn Michaels. Oh, go ahead.
John Morrison's shirt that he was wearing on his body.
And I could smell his cologne.
And we caught it with the sign because our sign is so awesome. We used marketing to direct his shirt right into our thing.
Because Chronix was like, kapow, with the sign like a catcher.
Yeah, and then I closed it on it. I was like, oh, it's mine.
That's right. And then it fell into my arms.
And then you got a picture with your favorite ref. So it was totally awesome.
It was the bestest night ever.
It was